Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Dragon Tail Groudon because it's something I haven't really tried out yet. I know that a lot of people really liked it last season, and I kind of want to see how it's going to be for this season. What I kind of expected is that it's a bit worse than last season. The biggest reason for that is Zacian, as Zacian is everywhere right now and kind of screwed over the whole meta in Master League anyway. I don't really enjoy the Zacian meta which it brought. I think the Pokemon itself is cool, but like what it basically brought to the meta is not that cool because it really limits what you can play. Because it's so good, Zacian is just so good that you have to be prepared for that. If you're not prepared, like, you're kind of screwed. And yeah, that's why I have basically one Pokemon that's kind of neutral against Zacian with the Dialga, and one Pokemon that's pretty decent against Zacian with the Excadrill. But even then, like, you need shields because Zacian is close combat. Wow. But yeah, do I think that Dragon Tail Groudon is viable and good? Definitely viable. I don't know if I would say that it's better than the Mudshot version though, mainly because of the reason I already said, that Zacian is not around, and Zacian doesn't really like the Mudshot version of the Groudon, but does like the Dragon Tail version, so I think Mudshot is currently a bit better, but I still wanted to try the damage out, want to see how much it's gonna do. It's pretty cool to pair with like Excadrill in the back, I would say, because you basically get most of the counters out anyway, and not everybody really expect the Dragon Tail on that. And sometimes the damage is pretty decent and pretty nice, especially like something against Giratina. You can just farm this thing down, and there's nothing really it can do. Here I'm just gonna go back into my Dialga, go for my move. Am I gonna swap out now? No, I can just farm them down. What is this in the back? You're gonna have Giratina goes back into, yeah, we can just farm down here. You see the power of Dragon Tail. Here's a Mewtwo in the back. This should be a good game. As long as I go for one Earthquake, I should be fine. I think his only play here is to hope that I'm gonna bait him, but I'm not gonna do that, so you're gonna let this go, and this is gonna be a good game. But yeah, in general, I think Mudshot version is a bit better right now, because you see also a lot of normal charmers. Like, something I only see really this season, there are a lot of double charm teams, like a lot of double charm teams, which is crazy to think of, but basically what is new is the Sylveon. Sylveon is something that's really accessible for a lot of people, and a really nice, bulky kind of charm user, which doesn't really have the issue that it gets super effective hits by rock-type moves, which are kind of always there in this meta. There are a lot of Pokemon that have rock-type move as coverage. For example, Excadrill, for example, Melmetal, for example, Landorus. All of those basically can only hit the neutral, and here we have the Togekiss. I had to get to the move there to win this game, and like this game is pretty much over, because like, what do you want to do here? Go for some cool Dragon Tails against this thing with our Groudon. I mean, even with the other move it wouldn't be better, to be honest. I'm still gonna try, but yeah, my opponent even goes Ancient Power. And I think it's actually in 2 Fire Punch range. It's not that bad, but it's not, yeah, I think it dies to the second one. I don't know, I think if I went for one more move, I might have been able to win this game. Because now we're not gonna get to the charging, but I don't think, yeah, definitely a Fire Punch wouldn't have killed there anyway. It's a good game there. Double Charm, something that you see quite often recently. In general, like I said already, I think in the last video, I'm not the biggest fan of the Master League meta right now. It was actually a really fun meta for the seasons before, in my opinion. I just didn't have the Pokemon for that, and now I have the Pokemon, and now basically Zacian ruined all of it, and yeah, it's not as easy to build teams anymore. It's not as like easy to build well-balanced teams. Some like fighters have like even less play now, which is kind of sad, as there's a lot of steel types in the meta as well. But basically the only fighter that really has some play is Zacian, which is not the fighter, but it has at least like close combat as a second move. Yeah, I don't know. Not the biggest fan. I heard that from other people as well, that they are not the biggest fan of the Zacian meta. It's just how it is. It's not that I would say, okay, it's so bad or anything like this. It's just, it was better before, in my opinion. But still, we have to deal with those 2 leagues. I don't think I'm gonna do as many videos anymore about Master League or the Little Cup. I think we have, like, when this comes out, I think it's Thursday. Then we have Friday, most likely one video about Metagross, because I think that has a lot of play, especially in the lead right now. Here you see it would be also good in this thing. And then we have like the C-Day on Saturday, where I most likely make a video on the C-Day Pokemon. And then we have the Halloween Cup coming up, which I also going to make a meta analysis video, and I most likely want to do that during Master League season here right now, because it's just like, yeah, Master League is a bit too lame for me right now. Here, actually, I think we're going to lose this match. I don't know. Like, cheering here doesn't make sense to me. I try now to get to the move and try to farm down afterwards with my Excadrill, which I thought might be possible because he's so low. But he barely gets to the move, and at this point I already knew this game is most likely over. He goes for the Sand Tomb and can go for the Rock Slide here, which should KO this thing. It barely doesn't, but I could have farmed him down. He has a Giratina in the back. If we would be able to farm him down, he didn't run Sand Tomb, we would have been fine there, but yeah. Didn't really happen. I think here my opponent lagged a bit in the beginning. Usually I think I tried to catch a move on my Excadrill. But yeah, here my opponent goes into the Kyogre. Kyogre, of course, is something you want to bait out anyway. With Excadrill, it's not as bad, as we can go for 2 dry runs which nearly KO him. Which is a pretty nice. He actually let both of them go. Really well played there, but we can just farm down with our own Dialga. He goes into his Groudon, and I'm just gonna let this go. I know that I can take one Fire Punch here. I can go for the Iron Head, and he has a much shot while I have the Dragon Tail. Now you're gonna see how this is going to turn out at the end. But you see already the damage I do is like way better than his, and I'm just not going to shield the first one because he had to bait. We had 2 shields. It was way too likely for us to shield there, which we didn't do, but it's fine. Now we can shield. I think it's an Earthquake. It's an Earthquake, and yeah, it's going to be a good game. We just Dragon Tail everything down, and yeah, pretty well played there. Here we have Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is actually something that beats nearly the whole team if it wants to. But I actually go for the... I usually play it differently. I try to swap out in time into my Groudon there, because I can just like Dragon Tail them. I can take one Brave Bird easily. He goes into Zacian. Yeah, we all like that. I actually can go for the Earthquake in time, which is cool, which I like. And puts him really low, which is nice. And he has to throw a move, which is a close combat, which basically means that I can shield this and farm all the way down and have some energy, which is something I kind of like. And I have a move stored already. My opponent goes into the Ho-Oh again, and I should be able to get to 2 moves in time there. I think I won't CMP against it, so I'm gonna be able to kill this Ho-Oh. No, depends what he has in the back. It's gonna be a Dialga. I can go for the dry run and swap out. I'm gonna win this game easily. Good game to my opponent. There is nothing he can do here at this point. It's actually a 98% Dialga, I think, in Shiny, which was crazy. Excadrill lead, we're just gonna mirror on our own Excadrill. My opponent goes into Dragonite, which I thought, that's interesting. I take this actually. And I can go for 2 Rock Slides here. He doesn't even throw a move, which is fine for me. And I'm just gonna let everything go now. We have some lag here, sadly. I don't know how much energy he had. I don't know if we can get to a move. We were just barely missed out on the move. I think we would win CMP against him. But I don't know. I'm not for sure. We can just farm down here. Actually just gonna go for 1 shield and go for the Draco, so we would either KO him or get his last shield, and then we have the Groudon without any shields against him, which should be a pretty decent matchup for against anything. So we can just destroy this thing with a Fire Punch. He goes for 1 drill run, we go for the Fire Punch. No, it depends what he has in back. I don't think there's anything that really can win against us. It's a Metagross, so I definitely get to the Earthquake in time, so a good game there to my opponent. Nothing really he can do here anymore. Still, Dragon Tail generates energy pretty fast, so it's not as bad. Here with the Togekiss, again the Togekiss we just stay in. It's actually a best buddy Togekiss as well. And we're just gonna go for some Iron Heads. We have to shield once here, but we can go for 2 Iron Heads and at least either get them 1 or get 2 shields from him, which is fine. We also put him basically into range for Rock Slide, not quite I think, but close to it. He swaps into Mewtwo. I should have swapped out a bit earlier, I guess. But what I'm gonna do now is just commit for it and go for the shield. Goes for the Psystrike. I can go for the dry run here, KO the Mewtwo, and I'm in an okay spot now. He goes into the Giratina. I'm just gonna stall my move and go into my Groudon. And I just tried to put the Giratina into range for a dry run, because I know I can KO this Togekiss with 2 Fire Punches, which I'm gonna be able to. And now I just need to get him a bit lower. It's not quite yet in range for Groudon, but we should be able to get this, some Dragon Tails through there. We're gonna put him really low. We can go for the Groudon. That's gonna be a good game. Excadrill is just too strong. Here against Dan Oliver, we're gonna have Mewtwo in the lead against us. I don't know which moveset he runs on that thing, so you're kinda forced to shield against Mewtwo. I might just no-shield the first one next time I would play a matchup like this, because I haven't seen anyone go for the Focus Blast immediately. So here I'm just gonna double shield and try to farm him down in time. But he gets the move before, and this gets us basically in a bad spot. And we can farm him down at least. He goes into the Ho-Oh, which is really bad for us. And I thought, okay, yeah, this game is over. I have to go into my Groudon, and yeah, I put him basically into range shot the Excadrill, which is fine. But he doesn't. He actually decides to not farm me down, which is nice because I can go for this beautiful Fire Punch, which puts him into a range of 1 Groudon. We can go for the Groudon here. We overfarm by 2 because, if he hits me with an Iron Head, fine. If he hits me with the Draco Meteor, that's bad. We can go for the Rock Slide here, and the Excadrill just gonna win this game. That was such a nice game from Excadrill, just cleaning up this with the no shields on my opponent's part. Metagross in the lead, something which I'm also gonna showcase most likely in the next video. A really strong pick here, also beats my Dialga. We have some lag here. He gets an extra quick move in. I shouldn't have baited there, but it's fine. I can just go for another move. I actually shielded this one, which is fine. I'm just gonna let this one go, and now I can farm down with my Excadrill, and this thing is just basically sitting energy. My opponent goes into Dialga, and he makes a mistake here, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he shielded this move, and I can shield mine. If he goes for Draco, it's fine. It's Iron Head, that's a bit worse for me, but I'm just gonna farm up extra energy. And we can just go for that drill run. Gonna KO this thing. Let's see what he has in the back. We're gonna see a Garchomp, which is kinda tricky. Ooh. Goes for the Earth Power, does not KO me, but he goes into the Metagross, and this was a mistake again. We can take advantage of that, go for the drill run here. Need one more quick move, and we can go for a Rock Slide here just to get some unnecessary damage from that thing off here. Good game there. Next up we have the Dialga against us again. I think he lagged a bit in the beginning again. Not 100% sure. I think I got one extra quick move in there. He let it go and he lagged a bit again. I'm just gonna go into my Excadrill, but we actually catch the Draco, which was not as good because, yeah, catching a Draco is never really good. I don't know why he shielded this move. He doesn't have to shield this move. I'm just gonna go into my Groudon, and at this point I just try to farm him all the way down to have a lot of energy. That's basically my objective here. I'm gonna double shield actually, 2 shield bolts there. He had a lot of energy. And now I'm gonna farm down with my Dialga, have a lot of energy stored. He goes into Lugia, and at this point I already know this game is over. If there was anything else instead of this Lugia in the back, I would have been fine. He actually catches perfectly on the Dialga, and I'm just gonna forfeit there. Yeah, Lugia is a bit tricky with Groudon still. It's still the best moveset against the Lugia with a Dragon Tail there, but you're still gonna get hard countered. There's nothing really you can do. Against Landorus, we actually can do some damage with our quick moves, which is nice. I actually shield the Stone Edge, which is sad. I'm gonna shield again, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna shield the Superpower because it does hurt a lot, and I have to shield one anyway to basically win this matchup, I think. Yeah, I would have been in range before. Can go for the Earthquake here against this nice Giratina. He gonna shield this, which is okay for me. He goes into the Excadrill, which I thought, okay, why? Can go for the Fire Punch, but this is a problem now. Because he has a lot of energy, and I don't really know how to deal with that thing, so we have to go into our own Excadrill, and we get killed before. And now it's basically a race to the charge move, and if we can KO him with an Iron Head, he goes for a move here. Gonna go with the Shadow Ball, and are we gonna get there? Reese died on the move. I think we overtapped by 1, which is sad. But yeah, that's how that happens sometimes. And here we have Metagross against us. That's beautiful. Like, that's not a good save swap if we have something like Excadrill in the meta everywhere. So we can just farm down. We actually have to shield here, but we have then full health, some energy, and we are in a good spot. Goes back to the Snorlax. We can go for the draw run, and yeah, this time around we actually just had a complete normal commentary. That's really nice. Okay, just surrendered there. Very interesting. I guess he was a bit weak to the Dialga still on the back. But yeah, In general, this team is definitely pretty decent. I really enjoyed using this, had really good results with this team in general. Double ground seems to be the way right now, and a lot of steel types because of Dacian and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like this team was definitely pretty nice. I'm not really hyped about the meta in general, most likely for the rest of the season. I'm just gonna play, or the Master League season basically, I'm gonna play my Zarude team because I really enjoyed Zarude. And yeah, I don't know. Thanks all for watching still. I know currently like there's not a lot of hype around this cup in specific, or like the little cup in general. I know that, I feel that, I don't really mind not getting views a lot or something. That's just how it happens right now, but yeah. Thanks all for watching. See you in the next video. Take care and bye.